What if one wrong step could take you out of reality and into a place where the laws of space, time, and even human memory no longer exist? A place made of endless hallways, abandoned rooms, flickering lights, and terrifying creatures that shouldn't be real. A place known only as the Backrooms. For years, the Backrooms have been one of the internet's most disturbing mysteries. But this movie takes that nightmare to an entirely different level. What starts as a strange discovery inside an ordinary furniture store soon becomes a horrifying descent into a hidden dimension filled with monsters, lost souls, secret experiments, and a truth that could change everything we know about reality. In today's video, I'm going to break down the complete story of the Backrooms movie, explain its hidden details, uncover the meaning behind its terrifying creatures, and reveal what was really happening inside this endless nightmare. Turn off the lights, stay alert. Whatever you do, don't get lost. Enter the Backrooms. The story of these Backrooms began in 1990, and we are shown a man named Dr. Naran, who accidentally entered the Backrooms. Back then, Naran already knew many things about that place. Then, Naran kept his bag at a spot and moved forward into the Backrooms. Then he saw some wires, and through those wires, he reached a room that looked like a research room. Then Naran was trying to contact his companions from there. At that time, he was not able to talk to anyone. Then Naran was asking for their help to get out of there. And right there, he saw a seagull that came and fell there. And that seagull had become trapped there, and it was also trying to get out. Then Naran moved forward into the Backrooms from there and saw many strange things. And right there, he saw a strange monster that was coming after Naran. Then Narendra started running from there, and that monster caught and killed Narendra right there. In this, all these things were being recorded, which some person on the other side was also watching. Then we got to see the story of the present after many years. In this, we saw a little girl named Dani Daniels with her mother, and both of them were making prints of their hands outside their house. But recently, their house was also being demolished, and Dani had now grown up to become a psychiatrist who was watching these things. And Dani wanted to keep the print of her mother's and her hands with her from there. On the other side, we saw a man named Clark who came near his store, and he had a very big furniture store named Captain Clark's Ottoman Empire. But no one used to come to his store for shopping. Due to this, Clark had also accumulated a lot of debt. When it became evening, Clark came to Dani for therapy. Then Clark told many things about himself, including that his wife had left him and had also taken his house. In this, he still had to give money to his wife, but he was not destined to get a house to live in. Then Dani asked him to do a role play in which she became his wife, and she asked how the fight between Clark and his wife happened. Then there, Clark started telling how he used to yell at his wife. In this, he used to work very hard for his wife, and she did not do any work at all. And one day, by mistake, he broke a glass. Then his wife started fighting with him. And Clark told her that his architecture work was also not going well. And he had also put money into the furniture store, which was also going to waste. Even then, he was working very hard, and they were not having children, which was not his problem. Along with this, he was upset with his wife because she had left her job, and Clark himself had spent a lot on her education. Then hearing this, Dani understood there that Clark considered his wife responsible for his mistakes. But after letting out his anger, Clark was feeling very good. After a while, Clark was roaming around in his store, acting as Captain Clark. In this, he was also going to give a lot of discounts in the furniture store. And by making its commercials, he was now going to run them on TV. And during the process of making those commercials, Clark fell down. Then his assistant Ava Adams and her boyfriend Chad both found this thing very funny. In this, Chad was now doing a filmmaking course. Then he promised to finish the commercial work, and Ava got to work there. When evening came, a wireman arrived there, and Clark had called him. And Clark says that the electricity bill here comes very high. Along with this, the lights keep turning on and off at any time. Then from there, both came down to the basement, and there the wireman checked the switches. And then he saw 3 strange crooked switches there, which were not there before. Then both checked those switches, but their connection was not with any light there. Then both found this thing very strange. But there, all the other things seemed fine to the wireman. When it became night, Dani was watching a TV show at her house, and a similar TV show was also being watched by Clark on the other side. Then the TV there turned off, And then we came to know that Clark now lived in his store itself, and today the lights there started turning on and off. Then Clark found this thing very strange. Then Clark came from there and was looking at his house in which his wife lived alone there. And seeing this, Clark started getting even more angry. The next night, Clark again, like every night, was drinking alcohol and watching TV. Then suddenly, on the TV, for a few seconds, the Backrooms appeared, and right there the TV turned off. Then Clark got furious due to this thing, and he came down and started looking at the switches. Then Clark turned off all the switches there. Then all the lights there turned off, which were just not turning on there. Then Clark started going up from there. But right there, he saw a light in the wall. Then Clark went near the wall to touch it, and through a place like a portal, he had come to the Backrooms on the other side. In this, many furnitures like those in his store were kept there, and that place was as big as his store. Then Clark started finding these things very strange, and from there he came back out of the Backrooms, and Clark now decided to see the Backrooms, in which Clark came into the Backrooms and moved forward, and then he saw many rooms there, and he saw a stop signal. Then he came into a room on the other side, and he saw a dead seagull there, which we had seen before as well. Then Clark saw a statue of a man there, which was kept there to trap some monster, so Clark felt. Along with this, behind a wall there, Clark saw a bag, in which from the bag's ID, it was revealed that the bag belonged to Narendra, whom we had seen dying at the beginning of the film. Then Clark went through that path and reached a very big room, and then he found Naran's shoes there, where he was killed right there, and Clark started hearing a monster's voice from behind. Then Clark started climbing towards another path visible to him, and Clark, going from there, again reached near the stop sign. Then Clark knew the way to get out from there, and Clark, coming out from there, took a chair from the portal and came back to his store, and Clark was still trying to understand all the things of the Backrooms. On the other side, we saw Clark in the camera footages, keeping an eye on whom we saw Dr. Phil. The next day, Clark came and met Dani. Then there, Clark appeared troubled to Dani. Then Dani asked the reason for this thing. Then there, Clark started telling her that there is a place like a portal in his store, by going to the other side of which he sees many rooms, and that place is like a copy of his store. But it feels like some kind of maze, and there was no other human being there. And these things are very strange, in which he was also getting the sound of monster-like things there. Then Dani asked, "Did you drink too much alcohol last night and then went to sleep?" Then Clark got furious hearing this, and he says, "I will record these things and bring them and show you, and then you will have to believe me." Then Clark left from there in a fury. Then Clark came from there to Ava and Chad's house, and you remember this outside place. Then Clark asked for both of their help in his store, and he was going to give them extra money. Then there, Chad had brought a camera, and this time Clark had packed supplies there. Then Clark told there that he is going to take them from the portal of his store to another place to do research. Then there, both were ready for this thing, and Clark went into the back room through that door. Then seeing this, Ava and Chad both were shocked, and Ava did not feel it was right to go there. But Chad found these things very interesting. Then both of them had come into the back rooms with Clark. Then there, Clark took those two and moved forward, and Clark brought those two to a room far away, and from there was a way to go down. Then Clark wanted Chad to go down and check what is there, and Clark tied Chad there and slowly sent him down from there. Then Chad found many old clothes down there, but there he also saw a monster. Then Chad, getting scared, started running upwards from there, and he came up fast and terrified. Then seeing him, Ava and Clark both were scared there. But right there, the monster started pulling Chad down with the rope, and it pulled him down with full speed. Then along with him, Ava and Clark also both came and fell down. Then both saw there that the monster had brutally killed Chad, and it took him away. Then Ava went after it, and she also started screaming there. Then Clark, seeing this, was terrified, and to escape from the monster, he slipped into a nearby corner. And from there, he came into the rooms on the other side. Then he saw Christmas trees there. Along with this, very strange monsters were roaming there. Then Clark started running forward from there. And if you are enjoying this video till now, then please like, comment, and share this video, along with definitely subscribing to the channel. And you have to finish my target of 1,000 likes on this video somehow. Then this time, Clark reached near a bridge, and there he started hearing Ava's voice. Then Clark, keeping the camera down, came near the wall and was looking for a way to save her. And then, from behind, the monster picked up the camera, and it came near Clark and caught him too. Then we got to see the story of 2 days later, in which this time we saw Dani in the past, who was trapped at her house, and her mother had blocked all the ways for them to go outside. And if Dani saw anything, her mother, Rachel Starr, used to get very furious. Then Dani was very sad due to this very thing, and her mother, Rachel, was actually a mental patient. But right there, government people came and set Dani free. And for this reason, Dani grew up to become a psychiatrist who cures mental patients. And Dani recalled her past and looked at her handprints, and right there, she received Clark's message on the phone that after today, he is never going to come to her to take therapy. Then Dani found this thing very strange. Then Dani reached near Clark's store to check on him from there, and there she saw Captain Clark's store. On the other side, we saw Dr. Phil in a city where he was about to sit in the house with his family and watch a movie. Then on the TV, he saw the commercial for Captain Clark's store, and seeing Clark live in the TV there, he was very much shocked. By then, Dani came and saw that Clark's shop was open, but there was no one inside it. And Dani, looking at the shop, moved forward from there, and she came down to the basement. Then she saw Clark's entire research, and he had also made a map of the backrooms down there. Then Dani was impressed by his research, in which he had also prepared the path to the portal. Then Dani found his words somewhat correct, and she put her hand into the portal, and then she saw that there was truly a way to go to another place there. Then Dani came into the backrooms from there. Then seeing it, Dani understood that Clark was telling the absolute truth, and Dani moved forward looking for Clark. Then after walking a lot, she saw a back room inside, which there were some kind of strange paintings of a monster, in which a very big monster was killing small people. Then Dani called Clark there, and then from behind, Clark had arrived, and he was happy to see her. And right there, both of them started hearing the monster's voice. Then Clark told Dani to be quiet, and he came near her. Then Dani was very scared, and right there, Clark caught Dani and, trapping her in his arms, made her unconscious there. Then after that, Dani started remembering her past, in which years ago her mother was locked up in a mental hospital, and Dani was very troubled then. And Dani had now come to live alone in her house, and a room, just like that room, appeared to us in the back room this time. Then remembering those things, Dani woke up. Then she was at a dinner table with Clark, and Clark had tied her up. Along with this, there were 3 strange-looking other monsters as well. Then, Clark told that those people are permanent members here, whom this place has created. Then there, Dani was not able to understand these things. Then Clark says that this place remembers us and creates things from our memories itself. Along with this, the rooms here are also made from our memories. And all these people are copies of humans who had come into these back rooms at some point or another. And these copies cannot feel anything. And he plunged a knife into a man's neck and said, "Look at this, he is feeling nothing." And these people actually come in handy for us. And he ripped open the man's stomach and started eating his internal parts, in which he says that this is very delicious. And then he opened the fridge. Then Dani saw Ava's severed head there. Then seeing it, she got very scared and she said, "Clark, you need help." Then Clark says, "I don't need help, and this place explains a lot of things to me, and I feel very good here too, and we will do roleplay again just like we did before." Then Dani agreed, and Clark wanted to talk there by making Dani like his wife again. Then he sliced off the scalp skin with the hair from the head of a nearby monster girl, and he came and placed it on Dani's head because his wife's hair was red. And there, Clark started telling that he hated his wife and apologized for the day he broke the glass. Along with this, he had also understood that he was not able to fulfill his wife's desires, and it was his fault. And for this reason, his wife hated him. But even then, he was distracted by his wife leaving the house, and he started blaming his wife for all things. Then Dani got furious, and this time she started telling, "I am not your wife, and just like it is your choice what you do, similarly, it is my choice too, and you have ruined your life by drinking alcohol. And you always consider others responsible for your mistakes, and now you have to accept your mistakes. And for that, first of all, you have to accept the mistake of imprisoning me and set me free." Then, there, Clark found Dani's point correct, and Clark decided to do right in life, and he came and set Dani free. And this time, Clark's heart transformation had taken place. Then the girl who was standing there ran away from there because to stay alive in this place, Clark had made a deal with the monster there, which he had broken. Then in front of Clark, a very big monster came there. Because from Clark's imagination, it was his own Captain Clark version, and he was angry with Clark setting Dani free. Then Clark started telling that he cannot keep her imprisoned there and this is wrong. Then there, Captain Clark caught Clark and bit his neck right there. Then Clark was screaming there. Then Dani had become free there and Dani ran away from there, in which Dani reached near the Backrooms, looking like the area of Ava and Chad's house from there. Then that monster was right behind her. Then Dani was running through every single path visible from there, and she reached near the rooms at the height of a very big hotel. Then Dani saw a ladder there. Then through the ladder, she came up, and from there she reached a place like Clark's store. Then Dani was looking at things there, and there a mannequin appeared to us with which cylinders were tied. Then by then, the monster had arrived there, and it moved forward. Then Dani started fighting it, and Dani accidentally knocked over the mannequin there. Then sleeping gas started releasing from the cylinders there. And then there the monster came near Dani, and Dani started hearing a voice from nearby. Then the monster had caught her. Then Dani took out the stone with her handprint and started hitting the monster with it, in which, injuring it, Dani reached the place from where the voice was coming. Then she saw a thin wall. Then Dani came to the other side of it, and there she noticed people in many suits. Then Dani had become unconscious there due to being injured. After just a few hours, Dani's entire body was checked. Then upon Dani gaining consciousness, she was sent to Dr. Phil. Then Dani was shocked to see him. And then he wanted to know many things from Dani about the Backrooms, and he asked, "How did you reach here?" Then Dani told about the portal of Clark's store, through which one could go into the Backrooms, and she wanted to know what this place is. Then Phil says, "We all used to work earlier in the company of Async Research Institute, which earlier used to make MRI machines. But then we came to know about this secret place, like these strange Backrooms, about which no one knows where it is in the world, but its portals open anywhere in the world. And the history of those Backrooms is like some alien technology, in which as soon as one goes there, changes start coming in human DNA. And from their memories, Backrooms start forming according to that. And the monsters there are also made from human imaginations and bodies. And still, our people try to anesthetize those monsters to do research in those Backrooms and to understand them. And going there is still full of a lot of danger because after going there, our body does not remain fit to live in the real world." Then there, Dani was finding these things very strange. Then we saw Dani's demolished house in the Backrooms, which was made from her memory itself. And in the end, we saw a monster looking just like Dani in the interrogation room in the Backrooms, which was made due to her memory of going there. And with this excellent film ended right here.